Hello, everybody. This is Gary again. I wanted to share some of my thoughts on the "Be still and know that I am God" uh, scripture that we've been doing in church. One of the things that happens to me when you hear "Be still and know," I think of this verse and uh, how it applies in my life a couple of times. Different scenarios. When I am still and seeking God, it helps me to, one, recognizing His majesty and His power and how awesome He is. Example of this would be I like to go outdoors. I go camping and I'll go running around trails and see some of the beauty. And there are times where you stop and you just look, whether you're looking at the clouds, whether you're looking at the trees, the mountains, and realizing Him being able to create such wonderful things. And that's where I recognize God's majesty and realize that a lot of these problems and situations that we go through are in His hands. He is able. Another one of the times of "Be still and know," it's a matter of being quiet before the Lord. Um, when you go through something that hurts or is frustrating, one of our natural reactions is to say, "I just need some time alone." And that is where I find that small, still voice where God whispers. When Elijah, the prophet Elijah in First Kings 19:12, it was Elijah was uh, going to the mountain of God to be in His presence, and it talked about there was a mighty wind, an earthquake, a fire, and God wasn't in those. And then that voice, that soft, still voice, and that's when the healing takes place that I've seen in my life. That at that time when my mind is not rambling, trying to find answers, trying to justify the situation of why it didn't work out for me or how it could have been better, how they done me wrong. That is one of the times where when I filter all of that out and seek that quiet, still voice, it's almost like I said, when somebody wants to be alone, but yet that loved one or that best friend comes and just sits beside them and puts their arm around them. Not a whole lot to be said, but yet the impact is great. And quite often, that's the way God is in that situation. That He will just come and be there with us. He will give us the peace that passes all understanding. He'll give us that comfort of knowing it's going to be all right. We'll work through it. He'll be there for you. He's constant. He'll always be there. He loves and cares for us. When it says that He holds the tears that we've cried, He knows every hair on our head. Can you imagine somebody like that doesn't care? So just allowing ourselves to be not just still, but quiet and listen for that small, still voice as God whispers His love and His attention for us and on us, that He's got this and He loves us.